Greetings friends and welcome to my home jungle. My name is Sophie and I live and farm in Transylvania in zone 5B. This year I am growing a lot of cut flowers, but besides it's time to start some of the vegetables. It's week 5 of the year and from now on I'm gonna go by weeks in my calendars and in all my journals. When I do start seeds, it's so much easier and gives room to less confusion. So on week 5 of the year, it's early February, I am starting. There are two main things that I'm starting: onions and celeriac and some small other things. And stay tuned until the end, because I will show you my little setup, which is very easy and very cheap. So yes, last year I planted my onions 1 week earlier, and I hope this year I'm not gonna be too late yet. I had some success with them. Some of the varieties were I only grew one variety from seed. The other ones I grew from sets, because that's what I usually do. But I was surprised to see that even from the seed I got like nice onions, and they were so juicy, so nice flavored, and they were this no-name white variety. And I really loved those, and I love to use them directly from the garden fresh. So this year I'd like to try to grow a little bit more seriously onions and try to store them better. So I'm just gonna show you what I already started in my trays. So the white one that I mentioned earlier. Then I have Elisa Craig, and I have the red Carmen. It's very popular one. I like to use onion seeds as quickly as possible. These were from last year's, and they just don't store well. So this year I was very generous how much I poured on on my seed trays. And then I have some of my own, and this is more like a shallot. And then I am also growing some leek, and this is elephant leek. And I tried this one last year, but I completely forgot about my seedlings, and I planted them too late outside, and they never really took off. So the other thing I need to take care of this year is my timing. So just be very quick with them, start them indoors early, and you can plant them out actually I think 1 month before the last frost. So I'm just gonna do that and yeah, experiment. And then I also like to grow this allium. It's called allium tuberosum. It's like a Chinese garlic leaves, and this is very aromatic and really grown for the leaves. I had this one last year too, and really liked it. So that's a lot of onions, but I'm not filling up my tray, whole trays with them. I am just dividing them and have a reasonable amount. And if I have too much, I don't know, can you have enough too much of onions? Maybe not. But if I have too much, I just give them away. But I usually tend to plant everything if I schedule myself nicely. And then I'm growing also some of the celeriac or celery. No, this is celery. Yeah. And I have 3 different kinds of packages here. And this one is interesting package because this one is still from my travels when I was in Asia, so that's what I bought it. So celery, sorry if it's celeriac or celery. You actually grow it for these bulbs, these ones, but you can, some of them, go for the stalks. So it depends on which, what do you like. I did not have a lot of success with them last year because they never really formed the bulbs, and that's what we like to use in soups and stews. So I had a lot of greenery to flavor my soups and to dry, but now I heard a little trick that you have to keep on taking off the outer greenery so that it can form the bulb. So I give it another shot and grow this one. And then I started already some pak choi, and this is also a package from my travels in Asia, and I grew this in last year in autumn, and they did not have enough time to form a nice big plants. But they still survived in the polytunnel, so I have a little polytunnel, and they survived there the minus 15 and 16 degrees that we have, Celsius, that we had in these couple of weeks. And I'm also starting Russian tarragon, yeah. And I really love to use tarragon in soups and some of the stews. I also give another shot to this Yellow Wonder Fragaria Vesca. It's like this white little, not strawberry, but the other one, the white form. In the next couple of days, that's gonna be already week 6 of the year, I am starting my chilies, peppers and aubergines, but not in trays but in paper towels. So when I do that, I'm gonna show that to you too. Oh, and one more extra, because this is actually my favorite. I really like this plant, and it is cardoon, and I use all of them from here. I grew some of them 2 years ago and some of them last year, and cardoon is just like artichokes but a little bit smaller flower, and it actually doesn't make that rosette that you can eat before the flowers. So you eat this not for the undeveloped flowers like for artichokes, but for the stalks and the thick veins of the leaves. For me here it says that it's ornamental artichoke on my language here on the seed packet. So I'm growing this for 2 purposes. I'm definitely gonna try the culinary advantages of this plant, but I really like the flower, and I had one flower last year and was so beautiful, and I think it's so great to use in arrangements. When artichokes I tried every year, and I actually dug them up sometimes in the winter, and overwintered and planted them out in the spring because they just not hardy enough into my zone. I tried covering them and babying them with straw and fleece, but they did not survive outside. Mostly they don't like the wet, so we do have a wet winter and a lot of moisture, and they just rot. So, and the ones that I dug up and overwintered, somehow, I don't know, they never had enough heat in the summer. Last summer was not so warm that I usually like, so last year was really not a good year for them. But the cardoon that flowered, had one flower and it was beautiful. So I do have some more cardoon overwintering in a sheltered garage place, and yeah, I'm just starting them again. I'm starting more of them. Yeah. So that is the bonus with which you can use for eating, and also as cut flour. This year, this is my setup for my seedlings. This is the place where they're gonna germinate. I used a box from Jisk. Yeah, here is broken, and this is a perfect place to have my heat mat. I like to sow onions on the surface. Yeah, the strawberry. Yeah, actually I sewed in this case everything on the surface. So, and my heat mat is here. It fits, this dimensions fits perfectly into this box from Jisk. Yeah. So, and they're not gonna stay here forever, of course. This is just to baby them, to germinate them very quickly. I do need to open the lid one or two times in a day. That's what I like to do, and try not to rot them. I hope this is helpful for you, and you get some inspiration. So thank you very much for being here and listening to my rambles about the seeds that I really love and what I'm starting. Stay tuned for more vlogs or journals about my little garden and from my little space here in Transylvania. Bye bye.